He loves his dog, does Vor. Why is it so quiet around FRS? He's just standing around this area, nothing's going on. Lightning gun out, just zizzing away.
It's the map really, isn't it? Nothing's going on.
Nothing going on. Well, if there's one player that can make this map exciting, it is Avec.
Oh, I thought you were going
famous
to say wins.
superstar Polish jeweler. And wins, yeah? Well, no, wins doesn't make it exciting, he just owns it.
Yeah. That Gerper, he's usually doing something interesting.
With a rail. Well, like missing all his shots there in the warm-up.
Yeah, and the warm-up is very important. If you win the warm-up, that's a psychological advantage going into the game proper. I remember all those years ago, Dis, in one of our first TDM games, we'd lost the warm-up.
No.
You know, we were in a bad mindset going into the game, but then we dominated the game. I was surprised.
That was... I think that was just our opponents winning the warm-up just put them false sense of security. They just got lazy. Just knew that the victory was practically there. All they had to do was as good as turn up, and they just basically didn't.
Of course, warm-up gamesmanship is quite important. It's a free tip. I mean, I've done it in the past, but you can try it yourselves as well. Go and warm up on a different server to what you're going to be playing on, and keep your opponents waiting so they don't get any warm-up shooting you and your team. You know, they don't get the opportunity to, you know, learn how they need to hit you. Maybe you've all got different pings and everyone feels different or whatever, but don't let them adjust.
Then get on the server
and
and stand still until they've readied up. Ready up instantly.
Don't warm up with them. Go and warm up yourselves before, and then come to the server and stand still and ready up. Don't let the other team get used to shooting you.
Right, so... Anyway, right, so ESL Activity Matters Cup 4. This is the final cup, apart from the grand finals. Very important stage, especially for Xenatorium. I think it's quite important for DX as well. Maybe they were in the danger zone, I can't quite recall, although I think they will have got enough points just to make it through. So there's a few teams in the danger area, but XT.
What's the cut-off point?
Primary.
How many teams are there supposed to be for the finals?
There's going to be 8 teams, and there's pretty much 9 that can qualify through.
8? But why does that mean some teams are unlikely to qualify? I can't think of 7 teams who are getting ahead of...
Well, you haven't been doing your research then, have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, in the danger area are Sito, XT, Neutralizers, and Uppers.
Who are the 8
Play,
teams
probably.
that are going to get in, based on that then?
Well, one of them's got to go out. Like DX are through, right?
Yeah, but who are
Mammoth.
the 8 teams that are looking likely at the moment?
Right, okay. Do you want me to get it up? I'll load it
Yeah,
up,
because
right.
honestly, I can't imagine how some of the
Right,
teams
here
just
it is.
naming can't get in.
So, Mammoth, Dioxide, Deliberate Murder, DFKRW, Action League and Play, Sito, Xenatorium. That's the top 8 at the moment. Then it's Neutralizers, Coma, Ukraine, Elite Killers and Lemmings Effect. There you go, Vor.
Okay.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I suppose.
There are quite a lot of teams. There's a lot more.
No, there is. It's more than you realise, I think. I mean, seeing them written down in a list makes it apparent. But, you know, thinking about it, I couldn't think.
Well, I mean, traditionally, what are you going to say in the past, these teams? You just say, well, there's probably about 4 really good teams, and then, you know,
Yeah, exactly. At the moment,
really
there's
matter.
loads of really
But
good
there's
teams.
so many teams of a similar level. Well, basically, I'd say 9 teams, maybe even 10, 11, that could really compete. I mean, a couple of the teams haven't really shown up to enough of these to have a chance of qualifying. Like, for example, Coma, who were really good in the first cup and then
Well, he got
haven't
to the
played in any
final of the
others.
first cup.
Yeah, haven't played in any others for, so
That's disappointing, isn't
they're
it?
not going to
You know,
qualify.
see them do so well. I think it's better to try and keep their momentum going.
But it just shows the strength and depth of the Team Deathmatch community. It's not like, you know, some modes like CTF, DP are just going to win everything, so there's almost no point in having tournaments in it. You might as well just only have TDM tournaments. What say you, Vor?
What say me? Yes, I agree.
You agree.
I agree.
You take the devil's advocate approach there, and you agree even then, so... Obviously, we're just going for TDM-only events. Just forget about Duel as well. It's either Cypher or Rafa. You know, what's the point? No one likes watching
Exactly.
Duel.
fool as Cypher is to watch, I'd rather just watch TDM.
Yeah, there you go. The devil's advocate has spoken there, and we have concluded that pretty much everybody in the world wants just TDM. Anyway, here we go. First round match. Zentorium versus DXFRS Wit Gerper, and wins Avec Keki, Alpha Amiga, and Zix. And it's going to be deep inside. Zix getting invalid password. They might want to call a timeout.
Oh dear, this. He's done the old NVC fiasco.
He probably has NVC's config right now.
Disrepute. Are you going to let Deuce cast?
Deuce? Does he want
Tell
to...
this I'll cast and I won't play with chips.
Okay, he can come on if you want to give him all the details. He better not play with chips though, or I'll move him out so quick.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go, we are starting now. Zix does just join the team. Alpha Amiga join the spectators. Yeah, I think they're going to want to restart, and that is pretty dodgy, because depending on the spawns, XT might have got an advantage, and yeah, they're just going to join spec until they restart. Oh, XT wanted an abort anyway. Fair enough. There we go. So hey, time to do another quick intro into the round 4.
Want to do that?
Let me do the traditional intro. Welcome to levelupyourgame.net with me, Disrepute, and my good mate Vor. How you doing, Vor?
Yes, really good, really good.
Say hello and all that stuff. Zentorium versus Dioxide in the ESL Activity Matters Cup 4. Gonna go live now on Deep Inside, first map.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
And starting off with Wit's point of view. You are echoing me, Deuce, already. But hello, Deuce, as well.
Hello.
Hello. Gonna give us your TDM insight from the highest level, right?
Well, you know more than me, obviously, so...
Well, there you go, you heard it. Wit with the railgun. Trying to go up that bounce pad. Dangerous, obviously, route to take. I think he took a bit of shotgun there. I don't have a quad time up yet.
2 hits.
Maybe you do, Vor?
I do actually. It's reasonably late, so
Reasonably late.
XT has still got a chance to move in.
Yeah, switch around to Gerper, in fact, who has got no weapon. Well, he's got plasma, he's run out. Shotgun picked up now, but he did just pick up the mega health. He's also got 50 armor, hasn't taken any damage yet. Gonna go at the bounce pad when his team attack. You can see his team icons through the floor above. Now probably gonna jump it. Is he gonna land on it? Wynn's actually managed to grab it. He's got around 100 armor. Ignores the yellow, in fact. For some reason, I guess just looking as quick as he can for the health. The other 25 is not up in this middle area or in that doorway. 2 frags off the bat though, dropping down. See that 25 up, but he's going to pick off Alpha Amiga and pick himself
That's
up
a
a lightning
tragic
gun.
weapon switch.
Really silly. And Wynn's just taken over this red armor. Look how much damage he did there with those quick shots as well. It's going to be a few DX players running around with not too much at all. Zix rocket jumping up there, though he's taken out. And traditional way of playing this, XT, they don't give away many frags. They play pretty tight on the red when they don't have the bridge, but they do have the bridge at the moment.
Yeah, when you control both the bridge and the red armor, then that causes a hell of a lot of problems for the other team. So XT, they can just maintain that for even a minute or so, or just a couple of red armor pickups, then they'll gain a hell of a lot from that.
Wynn's going straight back to the red for him. He did ignore a railgun as a possible weapon he could have picked up off it. Spawn, great grenade spam, just pushing him back there, though he's dodged them pretty effectively. To take it, oh my god, right to the chest there. Has to back off now. So that was pretty well defended there by DX as they moved into the red, although I think DXT just got a frag over in that position. It's 12 to 4. I'm going to cycle away from Wynn's actually. Alpha Amiga's got 150 armor here. Hitting 66% LG, and he does have a lightning gun in his hand with a full clip of ammo. Shotgun as well, waiting on this mega, though it's 30 seconds away, so you've missed it, mate.
Yeah, exactly, and
We
it's going to be
doing?
important that he actually is part of the attack on quad, otherwise they'll probably have no chance to get in on it.
Yeah, 10 seconds to go until that spawns. He's not exactly rushing, but this is kind of wise, I guess. Trying to creep up the bounce pad, trying to get the jump on someone. 5 seconds to go until it spawns, though. He's going to have to rush here. 3 seconds to go. Does dodge the rail. That's really good dodging, actually. But far too late to really get in that room. He might get the frag on the quad, though, from behind, and he does do. Keki actually managing to frag him in the end. The quad is eliminated, and back to the slow pace map that we had already. Hey, you know what, Deuce? I like Keki's rail colour.
I bet you do.
Pretty
Do
nice.
you like any real colour?
Fiery colours. No, I don't like Lincoln's. Two-faced. What's that? About 10 frag margin in terms of XT now. They've got quite a lot of weapons still to work with. Look at that red armor sitting on its spot. Wynn's just going for the last second rail shot on Alpha Omega. Wouldn't have actually got the frag anyway, and it looks like he's going to grab himself a red armor. Got to dodge these grenades! Ouch.
Calm down, this. It's only a few nades.
Good nades though, good spam. So, Deuce, why don't you tell us the tactics for this map?
Well, the best person to watch was Wins, really. Just because he plays it pretty much perfect in the way that he takes the red and then runs to rail straight away and then goes back to red like maybe 5 to 10 seconds before it's back up, just so he can get positioning on everyone. And he's done that. I'm pretty certain he's taken the most red so far. He's taken the last like maybe 5 in a row or something. He's just been completely dominating that side, and especially if he's got a shaft, he can just do what he wants because there's the ammo underneath the red armor and it's easy to get to rail. So basically that's how you have to play it, is switch between the red and the rail as much as possible. Just keep rotating it between players.
Avik did just get the kill on him, but Windsor just picked up that red, so no armor for Avik. 5 seconds before quad. He's not going to make it there in time. FRS covering this middle room. It's going to be an easy pickup for XT, it looks like, and it is in the hands of Wit on this occasion. He's been brought on LG by FRS. How very kind of the young man. By Avik. Easy kill for Wit. He hasn't got a massive amount of ammunition. Because they've got to be a little bit cautious here. Might want to use his rocket launcher. He decides against it. Doesn't look for the ammo crate down below either for the lightning gun, so I guess he's not that bothered about using it, or he just doesn't know the ammo, and he gets completely caught out, dropping down there, and gives them a railgun.
Yeah, he didn't know who to shoot first, did he? And he kind of ended up just doing nothing as he died.
I never see a good thing ever coming out of dropping down there though. Like, you're never going to be able to do that much damage without taking too much before you get a kill. Even if you get a kill, you're going to take so much damage, it's not even worth doing it almost. Because you've got positioning on them anyway. So like, they're going to have to come up a jump pad at some point. Anyway, so it's not even worth going down there, I don't think.
20 frag margin roughly in favour of XT. We've seen this quite a lot recently of XT. They're quite happy with that kind of margin they build up early on. They just play a really tight, focused game and almost let their opponents give away the frags until they just explode at some point. Attacking maybe the power-up time at 40 seconds before the quad. Now might be a good time to attack. In fact, we do see, from Zig's point of view, XT have moved in here trying to put some pressure on this quad room. Zig's still got 50 armor to work with. He's got a lightning gun but with not much ammo. And the plasma gun, not too much ammo either, but enough to get a kill. Not the best shots going on there. I'm going to cycle around to some of the XT players. FRS, 120 health, rail in hand. Going to got this bounce pad, is he? Support his teammates on the bridge. 10 seconds to go before quad. This could be a really well-timed attack. FRS missing his rail shot though. Going for the toxic green colour. Most important element to mention, right?
Of course. Apparently, anyway.
It's about a 25 frag margin, so they just built it up ever so slightly on that quad attack, and now FRS with the quad moving through to his red armor area for the 225s. Red isn't up though. Oh my god, the shotgun does a lot of damage. Alpha Omega was close to killing him there. It's going to be
That's
more
actually
cautious
really
now.
good damage because it's going to slow FRS's quad run down significantly, so he's not going to pick up many more frags.
Does just take out Zix with a couple of shotguns there, but only 2 frags on that run. Does return to the quad area. Gonna cycle away from him though. Let's go to Wit, who's in the red armor location. Looks like he's picked up some armor pretty recently. 52 armor on the board. Takes out Alpha Omega, who brings him a lightning gun very kindly. Nice spawn frag with a rocket launcher and rail. And it wasn't right on the spawn point, predicting that the player would just run off it. He does get rushed by Avik, which is what we expect from him. Great dodging by Avik. In 29% LG at the moment, not as high as perhaps we'd expect, but he is at an 100% rail. Can't imagine he's had too many rails at the moment, considering the control XT have had. They've now built it up to about a 30 frag margin.
Yeah, they are playing really well, X-Team, and they still have an advantage on the Reds, and that's where it's been a real problem for DX, is you're not controlling bridge and rail, you really need that red armor, and they have struggled to keep it out of the hands of players like Wins.
And they've got Garpa taking like every single mega. Like every time I watch him, he's always on it. So like they're basically taking everything.
Is Avec moving in now 20 seconds before the quad with a shove. Going to take rail shots and he's just eliminated straight away. I'm surprised he was the one to run up, got the bounce pad first, or in an order of first and second rather than at the same time. Alpha Amiga had a nice stack as well though. Oh, does just hit that rail shot, needed to hit it. Gerpa does dispatch him low and it looks like it might be an XT quad after all. Oh, Avec almost grabbing it there. Gerpa comes out on top. And again, another quad pickup for Zenitorium. 15 seconds to go until this red, so he won't really want to wait around here. Hasn't spotted anybody yet. Going to get the red for himself. And they seem to have controlled a lot of these reds. Thanks for the free kill, Zix.
And even though that you only got one kill, he's got complete control of everything. They've got the timing of red and everything, so like it doesn't even matter they only get one kill. They've got all the weapons, as you can see. Avec has nothing and just doesn't know what to do. And they've got about to take the next red, and then they can just go straight back to rail. As you can see, Wins is going to take it, and then they'll all head back, I would imagine.
Switch
well, at least Wins is.
Wins in 40% LG, 53% rail, 37 MG, high stats, and then 24 shotgun and 20 plasma. 21 plasma is pretty high. Just going to look at some of the stats then on the scoreboard. In terms of mega health, 13-3 in favour of Zenitorium, 13-8 in terms of red armor. As Wins moves in and attacks, just confiscates that LG away from Avec with the frag.
And that's what I was talking about with the timing of when he comes back. You know, 5 seconds beforehand, gets positioning on Avec, kills him, they take the red, and if you look at him now, he's already at the rail again. Then he'll head back towards the red in probably another 5 seconds just to get positioning on them. As you can see, he's going back now if you're still watching him.
Yeah.
And now they can't do anything, basically. Now he's going to tool up for quad, and basically it's good game already.
Of course, you don't want to go a second before red spawns, because if they're standing on top of it...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And if someone's got a good position on you, it depends on the weapon, obviously. You're just going to lose your whole stack, and you just have to back off. But Wins is obviously smarter than that, so that's why he goes a bit
by Wins. That is so good. Defended that area. It was a difficult defense or attack almost on the quad at first. They had lost position in the quad room, but he had players all around him, just played it really well. Did just miss out on that red armor wit, but he did get the frag on the player that picked it. It's about a 40 frag margin now. It's just ever so slightly increasing over time. Oh, gets caught in the air, going up the bounce pad by Zix LG, and the quad has been eliminated. Although Gerpa does get that avenging kill and confiscating that LG straight away off the DX team. So I mean, this is just the way XT play it. They play it so tight, and it's always just slowly increasing that scoreline until DX are going to just have to overcommit, and then they'll just really build up the difference. But it must be a frustrating team to play.
Yeah, DX have just not managed to deal with XT pushing out to that red. I mean, there shouldn't be such an advantage of the reds for XT with the control they've had over the rail and the bridge. It should have been easier than it has been for DX to do something about it. I don't know if they've been using the lightning guns in the wrong position, because you've seen that they've had them and they've dropped them quite a lot to XT.
Avec did just move into the red area as XT had vacated it. They just picked it up, but it had 20 seconds left in it. So he's going to wait around for the red, but I presume if we switch around to XT, well, FRS, well, they're moving back to the red. I thought they would have attacked the quad area. Maybe they did, but we just missed it. There you go. They just got in 5 seconds before, but weren't able to take out Avec on that occasion until he picked it up. FRS picking up the lightning gun, palming it off to Wit. Let's switch around to Wit. In fact, 15 seconds before. I might circle around a little bit more. Gerpa's got 50 armor and a railgun. They might find it hard to get in on this squad this time, XT. Switch back. Heki is tanked to the brim. He's got 180 health from that mega health, 73 armor. He's got a lightning gun and rocket launcher. 1 second before quad. Here we go. Free pick up a quad, although the rail just coming in, knocking him off his perch. Now, I guess objective 1, win over that red armor. Going to rush in. Has he got any team supporting him? Wow. Went in on his own pretty much, and 3 XT players just took him out.
Yeah, it was nicely countered on the quad, but you know, it would have been far more beneficial to have someone go with Keki, because even if he'd have won the area over, if there wasn't anyone to actually stay there and hold it, then you know, he'd have had to possibly stuck around and wouldn't have been able to get any frags, even if he had survived.
We are almost at what would be the mercy limit if they've set it on the server. It's a 50 frag mercy limit.
The other thing that Keki should have done as well, if he is going in himself, he shouldn't have just balled in like himself. He should have just tried to hear some sounds of where people are to try and get positioning on them. Instead, he just ran in like a madman, and that's never going to go well. You just get overconfident because you think, oh, I've got quad, so obviously it's fine, but not when there's 3 people there.
Yeah, I mean, he had so much health and armor as well. He must have just thought, oh, I'm invincible, no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Alpha Omega on at the moment, only got 39 health, passes his weapon away. He's got 60% rail, so if we can get a railgun, maybe we can do some serious damage, although you have to say this map's pretty much over now. Not any real chance of them getting back into it, especially if the mercy limit is set. We should just need 4 more frags to hit it. Wins now with that red armor, shotgun and rail. Does get taken out by Keki. It's going to take a little bit longer to hit that limit. 15 seconds before this quad going to cycle away. Actually found Wins again, who had picked up the lightning gun, hitting 41% at the moment. Not going to get a red before this quad, so they're going to have to make this bridge jump. Looks like his teammates are already there fighting over the quad area, and a couple of seconds before, FRS going to be the man to pick it up. Has got almost a full stack of armor. Decides to just drop down that bounce pad. I think he knew one of the players was there, but it's not going to plan at the moment. Drag on Keki. Well, I guess the mercy limit isn't set. So we're going to
Would appear not.
Going to play on then, I guess. I mean, I don't know what the rules are really here, because they should just stop. I mean...
Yeah, 50's enough, really. I mean, if you're playing against a good enough team, they're not going to give away 50 kills. It really depends who you're playing against. But if you're playing against a top team, which XD are, especially with this lineup, they're not going to just give away 50 kills for free. So, yeah, they should probably just end it. But... hard to say that, obviously. If they want to continue, then you can't really stop them, I guess.
Well, I mean, the rules of the league are 50 frag limit, yeah.
Oh,
so
really? I don't know anything about this cup. I've never played one, so...
yeah, it's just been slowly decreasing as well, I think, in these different tournaments. Obviously, it started off at 80.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The only map that I feel that you can get, like, a proper, really good comeback... I mean, there is... This isn't really one of them, I don't think. It can be, it just really depends on the team. But... like DM14, you can, if you get like a complete lockdown in the map, which you guys obviously know, you know, you can get like 50 kills without anything on your team, but on this map I just don't feel that XT are ever going to give that up.
No, I'll have to wonder what the admins... I mean, there's no admin on the server at the moment, but...
you just call it this, you can be an admin as well.
I could be, couldn't I? I could ruin the game for them. Say, sorry DX, you can't play anymore. You're out of the tournament. Oh no, it's not best of one, is it?
I'm pretty surprised that these guys are playing, like, already. Is this, like, first round, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Well, there's only 9 teams in it.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's like DX, you know, when they've got Avic and other people like that, then it's not, you know, and I'm pretty surprised they're playing XC straight away. Sure, there's weaker teams that are playing other weaker teams than this, surely, or...
I don't know, they're all relatively similar level, and XT, in the only tournament they competed in, they did actually lose to Coma, with Wins playing as well, bear in mind.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they haven't actually had a very good run in these cups.
At that. I didn't know, yeah, like I said, I don't really know anything about this cup, so...
yeah, I mean, a lot of these teams are pretty close to each other in ability now, so I think it's just random, the draw. It's hard to know. I'm not really sure how
it's not double elim or anything, right?
It's not double elim either, yeah. And it is important for XT, if they want to qualify to the finals on Sunday, that they go through this round. Because they are on the borderline of not qualifying because they haven't amassed enough points. they do go through at present, but with neutralizers getting to the final, you're staying looking pretty good, apart from the fact they lost in that final. You'd expect them to go far and get enough points to qualify to the finals on Sunday, so XT look a bit vulnerable. So this victory will go, on this map at least, give them good confidence going into the second map, which is going to be Grim Dungeons. We can see why, for example, FRS is so adamant that Deep Inside should remain in that pool, so for tournaments. There's no bias in his ideas around it, of course.
I think it suits his game style though, because it's not really that aim heavy. I mean, obviously it can be, obviously it helps, but at the same time it's a lot about down to positioning. Or, you know, if you get a positioning on a person, it doesn't matter if you're aiming only 20% compared to his 40, you're still going to kill him just because of a lot of it's jump pads and timing and that sort of stuff, where that's what he's good at, it's not aiming as such, so that's probably why he prefers it.
Admin just told me I could tell them that it's 50 frag limit.
Well, 40
I've only just read that. Yeah, I think he said it at the time, but I
I
only just looked around.
Yeah, you should just abort it now.
Yeah. Sorry guys, this has long been over. In fact, we're going to eliminate both of you for not following the rules properly. I was going to say about this map as well, it isn't really an aim-heavy map because you get massive rail percentages, but that's because most of the rail shots are really simple shots.
Yeah, exactly. It's same with LG as well, a lot of it's jump pad stuff, so...
Vor's favourite, jump pads.
Yeah, exactly, he only ever uses it, that's why he's got a high plasma.
No.
Well, that DM20 plasma on the bounce pads.
Yeah, 40%
exactly.
plasma on DM20 with, what was it, 7 or 8 kills. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Average at best. That'd be a pretty low round total for Q50, mate.
Oh, Q50
You know,
is the benchmark
Mega
for
50.
plasma. Him and Calypt, I guess.
Yeah, Calypt's pretty fucking good with the plasma. I have to say he is one of the best people that I've seen with plasma.